Hello and welcome to AP European History. My name is Melissa Matthews and I am looking forward to teaching your students this year. AP European History is an exciting and challenging class. I know many students are anxious as they embark upon what is for many their first AP course, and I want to reassure everyone that I am in the trenches with the students as they go through this process. And that's exactly what this is, a process. It takes time and patience. Trust the process and know that I am with the students every step of the way as their biggest cheerleader and guide. Besides covering the relevant historical facts from these eras and linking these facts to the analysis of the big ideas, the course requires one to become proficient in several disciplinary skills. Analyzing evidence using both primary and secondary sources, historical thinking skills and critical thinking using contextualization, comparison, causation, and continuity and change over time, and developing arguments, writing a claim, and supporting a claim with evidence. This is a challenging college level course with a lot of new College Board jargon to learn. I will tell the students in the class to try not to worry if they feel swamped in the beginning. Most students start to get the hang of the rigor within the first few units. It takes time, but the skills they are learning are going to help them so much as they continue their schooling and even into college and life. Also, they can get college credit if they pass the AP exam in May. Even more important than that is the fact that colleges like to see that students took the rigor of AP classes in high school when they look at the student transcripts during the application process. There will be nightly homework as this is an AP class. The work could consist of any of the following: textbook reading, note-taking with audio lectures, reading guides, other assignments like key terms notebook and discussion boards, or AP classroom learning checkpoints. Each student needs to keep up with the work as some things will not be discussed in class as deeply, yet they are still responsible for the information. The detailed lectures will sometimes be assigned as a flipped classroom exercise, and they will discuss things in an overview in class, and then dig in with the material with historical simulations, historical thinking skills practice, and writing development. Students should expect to complete some homework, including reading, each night to keep up with the pace and not fall behind. I give the bulk of the work at the start of each unit, and they have until the end of the unit to complete it. That's usually about 2 to 3 weeks per unit. The grading in the class is broken down as follows. Assignments, which are classwork, homework, discussion boards on Canvas, etc., make up 20%. Quizzes and writing assignments like the LEQs and the DBQs make up 10%, but the writing moves to another category in semester 2. Unit tests and major assignments are worth 55%, and the semester exam is worth 15%. That is for semester 1 only. For semester 2, there is no final exam because students take the AP exam in May. So the 15% semester exam category will be designated for the aforementioned writing assignments and the final project in semester 2. In regards to writing, the use of AI in a way that violates the student handbook policy on AI will result in a 0 for that assignment. There will be an official social studies department document posted on my Canvas homepage as well. More information can be found on the syllabus. Go to Canvas and download the syllabus off of the homepage for our course. And please have your student print out the document to keep in their folder. Please read through this document with your student and send in the signature page to class by Monday of week 3 of school for a 10-point homework grade. Thank you for partnering with me and with Providence School.